We got new WrestleMania confirmations, WWE can't stop teasing Cody Rhodes, and a lot more. This is WrestleRound bringing you today's top 5 wrestling news and rumors. So before we get into it, to always be up to date, make sure you guys have those notifications turned on and subscribe if you're new. And let's start off with the latest match confirmation for WrestleMania, and this last one is not one that fans are happy about, or at least for the most part, but it is probably what WWE wanted. It was revealed on this week's Monday Night Raw that the Miz mystery partner at WrestleMania is going to be none other than not Cody Rhodes, but Logan Paul. Logan Paul is obviously a massive star, especially all over social media. He took part in last year's WrestleMania in Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens feud, all of which ended with Kevin Owens delivering a stunner to him. With this latest matchup confirmation, Logan Paul will be teaming with the Miz to take on Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio at WrestleMania. And no surprise here, but after the last Monday Night Raw, anything Logan Paul related is getting a lot of hate messages. Fans are livid that someone else should get the opportunity at WrestleMania, also because the skull-crushing finale that he delivered didn't necessarily look that great. And last but not least, a lot of the other backlash that WWE is getting is because throughout the whole day, they ended up teasing that Cody Rhodes was gonna show up, and a lot of people thought that he was going to be the Miz partner. But again, he was not. And let's get into Cody because it is kind of crazy that he wasn't there. If you go to WWE's Twitter account, you're probably gonna see 4 to 5 different tweets of them just hyping up a Cody Rhodes return. And on Monday Night Raw, the same thing ended up happening. During the day, they tweeted out that the adrenaline was in the air for this week's Monday Night Raw. The Miz also teased his partner being from a fighting family, a pioneer, and someone who is very dashing. And then there is the Edge promo in which he ended up teasing that he needs an opponent at WrestleMania that is undeniable. And then to top it all off, they also tweeted that there is no smoke and mirrors about it. Edge is ready to make more WrestleMania magic. And should I even mention the fact that Randy Orton was fully shaved up and looks like he was ready to bring back the Legacy faction with Cody Rhodes. That one might just be a coincidence, but all of the other references that we got to see on Raw and on social media, definitely not. As most reports are indicating, this basically confirms that Cody Rhodes already signed a brand new contract with WWE, and he should be making that return very soon. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing all of these teases and making so many references in regards to Cody Rhodes. If he wasn't coming, they're not gonna be doing this. Last thing we did talk about was PW Insider also confirming that Cody Rhodes was in Orlando over the weekend, and he was scheduled to work out at the Performance Center, obviously to get ready for his return. So no words yet on when he's gonna be making that return, but it looks like it will happen by WrestleMania or at WrestleMania. Onto some other news. According to reports, it looks like WWE is struggling to sell tickets for the Raw after WrestleMania show, and also a lot of the live events heading into the WrestleMania event. This is one of the reasons why WWE ended up hyping up a Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar matchup at a Saturday night Madison Square Garden live event show. They don't do this unless it's obvious that they're struggling to sell those tickets. On top of that, even WrestleMania itself looks like it's not sold out yet, and chances are they will sell it out as we get closer to it, but it is WrestleMania. It is a bit concerning that it's not sold out already. So with all of that said, don't be surprised if WWE continues to hype up live event show matches on the weekly television shows, much like they had Paul Heyman do that on Raw this week. Onto some other news. The Wrestling Observer Radio ended up indicating that going forward, WWE will continue to do more Monday Night Raw superstars versus NXT superstars angles and feud. They did it with AJ Styles and Grayson Waller. Now they're doing it with Dolph Ziggler going after Tommaso Ciampa and even the NXT champion Braun Breaker. So expect all of that to continue. The reason for it is fairly obvious. They want to get those NXT 2.0 ratings up, and it does make sense since both of the show air on the USA Network. So they should have been doing all of this more often. We had AJ, now we have Dolph. Who do you guys want to see next show up on NXT from Monday Night Raw? And we just mentioned AJ Styles, and this is a report that makes me happy because I love talented wrestler getting the big bucks. Today, FIFO ended up reporting that AJ Styles just signed a brand new WWE contract. WWE expected interest from other promotions, AEW of course, so they wanted to get a new deal done before he could legally talk with anyone else. His contract was set to expire later this summer, so smart move by WWE to work it out months before that. The report indicate that AJ Styles' deal is over $3 million a year. Sources told the media outlet that he deserved every penny and will easily make that back for the company. This was of course said to be a big money contract. As for the latest rumors on who AJ Styles could be facing at this year's WrestleMania, that could be Edge. Both of them been wanting to face each other, and on top of that, besides teasing Cody Rhodes, in his promo Edge did tease that he wants that phenomenal opponent at WrestleMania. Anyways guys, that is today's top 5 wrestling news and rumors. If you enjoy or found it informative, don't forget to elbow drop it on the like and on those notifications. Stay savage, and I'll catch you on the next one.